Hey, Chef Jesse here on a Friday evening, right? It's after 6 or it's evening. So anyway, folks, I usually don't do videos on Fridays because I go to my mother's house, but I can't stay away from the kitchen, folks. I just made some cheeseburgers with fries for Gilbert to feed him, and then I made I made breakfast, and so I'm always in the kitchen, even though I don't make videos. I'm always in the kitchen. The kitchen is my life, and I enjoy it. So anyway, folks, with that said, tomorrow I'm going to be making some Cuban sandwiches, so I have to make some roast pork, and I have to, what I do, I'm using a roast pork shoulder, and I'm going to make it. I'm going to slice it up. Now, for those who don't know what Cuban sandwiches are, it's basically roast pork, Swiss cheese, ham, pickles, and mustard. That's what basically it is, Cuban sandwich. If you see anything different from that, it's probably people making up their own sandwich. So the traditional Cuban sandwich, I guess it's from Cuba. I don't know. Comes from, that's what it consists of. So first of all, I have to have the main course, the main piece of meat, which is roast pork. I got a piece of roast pork here, pork shoulder. It's about 6 pounds. It's pretty big. So I'm going to start to season it. And what I'm going to do, a lot of people have been asking me, oh, how do you make your roast pork, your pernil? And stuff like that. So my pernil, I'm going to show you how I do it. There's tons of ways to do it, and people probably going to say that's not the way to do it. I don't know. I don't care. This is the way I do it, and it tastes good, right? So basically, what I did, I started using I got myself a little bowl here, and I added I had a lot of stuff in here. I had about a tablespoon of everything. I had garlic powder, onion powder, oregano, black powder, salt. Finished off by using some sazon. Let me show you. I'm looking for it now. That didn't know where to go. Sazon. It comes with cilantro, which is I guess some leaves, and achote. Achote is a natto. It's what gives it that yellowish coloring to the food. I like using it a lot to give that nice distinctive color to the food. So my roast pork has been, I put it in salt water first. I like to brine the meat for a couple hours, right? And so what I'm going to do is, I'm going to show you now. It's in this big pot. There you go. You can probably see the tip of it. And I'm going to throw the water out. The salt water's been soaking for a couple hours. And let me just dump this water out of here. Okay. Now, like I said, people have different ways to prepare their roast pork. If you know how to prepare it, then prepare it what you think is, whatever you makes you happy. But if you don't know how to do it, then Chef Jesse's here to help. So what I like to do is I like to poke holes in my meat, pretty deep holes, because remember, this is a big piece of meat and it really, really needs to be marinated. Now I like to marinate it a day before, or maybe more. The more the better. I would not buy a roast pork in the morning and I would not buy a piece of pork in the morning and season it. No, it wouldn't taste good. It wouldn't taste good, So let me just show you how it looks. I hope you can see that. Okay, so here's my roast pork. This is the skin. This is what everybody likes on the roast pork. And what I like to do is I like to lift it up off the pork a little bit, because what happens, the heat gets underneath here where it's cooking, and it makes this come up and crispy. And that's where I do it, and it always works for me. If you do it differently, that's your problem. That's your prerogative. I'm not telling you how to make roast pork. I'm just helping you out. So I got this big bowl here, okay? And what I'm going to start doing is where these holes where I poked in, I'm going to start dripping my seasoning in there. Like I said, I'm going to marinate this, and then this is going to go to the refrigerator. Tomorrow I'm going to cook this for about a good 4 to 5 hours. It's pretty big. I like to cook it. And I cook it at 350, and then I slow it down. I lower it down to maybe 300 or so, and then the last hour I give it a 500. And what this 500 does, it really makes it cook and crispy on top. Okay, so I gotta find the holes where I dug in. Okay, so I got all these holes that I made, and I like to put the seasoning in there. Okay, and so let's turn this around. I got a big hole here on top. You see, I'm gonna put some of that seasoning in there. There you go. Get in there. Okay, I'm gonna put some of that seasoning under the skin, all the way back. Okay, and let's start putting some of the seasoning on top. Okay, Yeah, look at that. Look at that, folks. Look at that. Tell me that doesn't look good already. It looks good already. Okay. So all you gotta do is, like I said, I like to season this, marinate it a day before or more. If you marinate it maybe 2 days before, a day and a half before, it is the tastier. Okay. And then you put it in the fridge. Get those holes in there. You know, finger it. Finger the seasoning in there. Okay. You got another hole over here. So you gotta find all these holes that you made. Okay, here you go. And this gets in there. That gets in there, okay? Look at that. You gotta rub it up. So this thing tastes delicious. I'm telling you. I tasted this. It tastes delicious. Oh my god. I got a lot of garlic in it too. I love garlic. I put some chopped up garlic that I made. I take garlic and I put it running through this chopper that I got, this little food processor of mine. And I run it through there. So, okay, there you go. So it's seasoned very well. I'm fingering it, get everything in there. Make some holes. I'll show you how I make the hole here. I'll stab it. And don't worry about it losing its juice. It's not gonna lose its juice. And I'm gonna cook this uncovered. Some people cover it up. I do not cover my roast pork. For whatever reason, I don't know. People do it. Then if you like to do it, fine. But I don't cover it up. Okay. So that's the color I'm looking for. This nice orangey color. Okay. Like I said, this is about 6 pounds. Now, for the finishing touch is that I'm just gonna pour this over here. Okay. Oh man, this thing tastes okay. Now I'm gonna put this in the fridge. Like I said, cover this up, put this in the fridge overnight, and tomorrow it goes into the oven at about I like to start it off at like 350, 375, then I lower it down to 300, and then the last hour I raise it up to 5. So it really gets nice and crispy, and you'll be with me tomorrow cooking this, so you'll see how it's done. I'm gonna have these with a side order of plantain chips that I make, and I'll show you how I do those. And I'm telling you, this is gonna be delicious. So stay tuned. I'm telling you. So folks, there goes my roast pork, my pork shoulder, and actually that it is a pork shoulder. That's the name of it. It's called Pernil. I don't know why it's called Pernil, but it is a roast pork shoulder. It comes from the shoulder of the pig. They also have pork butts, which is from the back, you know. And then they also have a thing called what they call roast pork, which is lechon, which is actually the whole pig. When you roast the whole pig, that's that. Now I don't know why they come up with these different words, but that's I don't know. That's not my problem. So I'm just cleaning up a little bit here because I am ready to get out. I'm going out. So folks, there you got it. For those who don't know how to prepare the roast pork, very easy. I just showed you. Just a lot of flavor. If you find your seasoning too salty, don't get scared, because don't get discouraged, because you need that. It's just, you know, the meat is thick. It's gonna lose that. It's gonna lose it. So it's, even though it tastes salty, doesn't mean that your meat is gonna come out salty. You know, it's just meat that it's got to get in there. You know. And again, I started with olive oil. About a cup of olive oil. I put in garlic powder, onion powder, salt, pepper, garlic, oregano. Oregano is very good for the pork. It's a traditional way to prepare pork with oregano. Fresh garlic. I chopped up garlic. I put garlic in there. I put some sazon with the coloring. I mean, I put everything in there but the kitchen sink. And is it there? It's still there. So that's the way it is. It's the way I prepared it. If you like to prepare, try it out. If not, if you have your own way, hey, more power to you. I mean, you know, I'm just I don't get paid for this. I'm just telling you what to do. I'm not telling you what to do. I'm just making a suggestion anyway. So anyway, folks, that's what we have tomorrow. So I'll see you guys tomorrow. Enjoy your Friday night. If you go out and drink, be careful. Wear your mask. Be responsible. You know, don't drink and drive. The streets are crazy. The subways are crazy. The buses are crazy. The streets are crazy. Just be very careful. When you're in a club, be alert. Make sure you know how to get out. And all that good stuff. You guys are those, I shouldn't have to be telling you this. I sound like your mother. But anyway, folks, I love you guys. You guys are my audience. I love you guys. And I will see you guys tomorrow when I put this roast pork, when I put it in the oven. You're going to be with me all the way to the end. So I'll see you guys. Love you guys. And enjoy your Friday night. I'll see you guys tomorrow.